technology has always been deflationary. From the invention of the wheel to everything we do, it's our ideas put into things or technology that makes our lives better, right? And that reduces the labor component and or today in a lot of cases removes the labor component. And so, but it used to happen, if you go back to Roman times, it used to happen over a slower period. But because we always had hard money, but hard money couldn't gain velocity. So we couldn't have fast enough velocity to do global trade in gold. You had to have a credit market built on top to build, and that credit market, once it built on top, incents the system to expand credit and reduce the amount of gold in a system. And at the end of that bubble, Ray Dalio talks about this, at the end of that bubble, the debt can't be repaid back. So governments always either seize the gold or they start driving more and more inflation. And a function of that whole model is, we believe it today, is 2% inflation is required for a productive economy. And it's a false construct. We believe it though, so it's real for us. And it is a construct if you have to build a debt bubble that has to keep growing. And then eventually that debt bubble has to turn into 8% inflation, 14, 50% inflation. It has to. And so what that meant is, in the Roman times, you would have a currency failure every 500 or 600 years. And then as you advance through history, as technology is moving more and more, moving faster and faster, you had debt bubbles, and those not the small ones, the massive debt bubbles that kind of tends to take countries to war every 100 years. And today you have them, if you project what actually would happen, you would have them every 50 years. Remember, the U.S. defaulted on their debt in 1971. And so now the petrodollar is effectively defaulting now. And so you have them every 50 years. And that all of those things are caused by technology moving faster and faster and faster. And it's moving, and we're projecting backwards. All of what we think looks backwards instead of looking forwards. If you look forward on the technology axis is moving at a rate we can't even comprehend. So that exponential rate of technology now moving forward means if you run a monetary policy that requires inflation, it means you have to collapse. You'll have these debt bubbles at a faster and faster rate. And that's where Bitcoin's so different. You gain monetary velocity through the network. You can have unlimited monetary velocity without creating a massive debt bubble on top. And so people think, oh, it has to act like gold. It doesn't act like gold. We can trade Bitcoin over and over, like India to El Salvador to Canada to here, all in instant transactions on Lightning, and it's so you don't have to store gold in a vault, build a monetary and go back and forth on slow rails. That changes the very nature of debt markets, and it changes the very nature of how things move and allow technology to create abundance for all of us, actually.
Yeah. Hey, you, did you like this video? Great. We make 5 of them a day and post them here on this channel. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and see you next time.